Okay, that's strange. It doesn't even say that I'm having a live stream right now. Oh, I just lost the stream. What's going on? Oh, they're back. YouTube. You have no idea. Anyways. Oh, glitches on YouTube. I wonder how long before notifications are going to work. I wonder if I should notify everybody myself. I think I should. Alright. It's just so I'm not sitting here drinking coffee by myself. Because it's going to be a quick one. I got a to-do list. The weather has changed, and I need to go take care of some stuff outside. It's an outdoor day. Oh, nobody's in the goose shed, eh? Alright, I got the pop-up chat happening here for everybody. Oh. You know what, I just realized something. Hang on, folks, I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, I'm back. My display was turned off. The brightness was on dim. It looked like it was nighttime on the stream. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. I went to sleep so early. I think I slept 12 hours. I woke up a couple times, but very tired. I gotta get these jobs done. So my plan today was to work in the garage, to build water stations, and work on the nesting cubicles. But we've had a seriously good turn of weather, which means I have to change my plans because it's 0 out right now, and I've got to go and what you call it? I got to do some work outside. I got to get ready because I think the encoder is going to be here. Let me just click on the tracking because I believe I'm open here. Let's just, where are we here? Okay, tracking number. Let's click on the tracking number. What does it say? Where are you, Mr. Tracking? Oh, what's going on? Oh, it's in Montreal now. Okay. On the what date? On the 17th, it was in Montreal. At 13:32, 1:32 in the afternoon. So if it was in Montreal on the 17th, that's Sunday, right? Sunday. We could have it here tomorrow. I have to do this today. So my plan is right. My change of plans. It's still saying, it's sitting in Montreal yesterday, or on Sunday, and it's still saying I'm not going to get it till the 27th of December. They're really giving themselves lots of time. I'm thinking it's going to get scanned in Ottawa tonight, and we're going to have it in Renfrew tomorrow. Or it's going to be scanned in Ottawa sometime today, and we'll have it in Renfrew tomorrow. Okay, so that means I gotta do what my plan was. And my plan is, this is what my plan is I gotta reconfigure the network in the barn and put the new 8-port switch in, run the line outside for the camera, the hardwired camera outside, no more of this Wi-Fi problem stuff, and run a hard line outside, plus install 2 plugs outside, one for the heater drain, the heating cable in the drain on the end of the barn, and one on this end of the barn for the camera, outside. That's what I'm going to do today. Plus, I got to plow my driveway because we just got just enough snow, just enough the last 2 days. It's been like snowing a little bit here, a little bit there, and we've got just enough that, well, I could not plow it, but I really should. So but it's gonna be a quick plow because like there's only like 6 inches on the ground over the last 2 days. I could leave it, and say the hell with it, but it's walking around. It's driving me nuts. It's like I got my croc or gator things for my legs. They showed up yesterday. So we'll have a slight interruption in the streams today when I take down the barn to do the what you call it. No, Gene, I'm still not feeling better. You really shouldn't ask that question. My discomfort today is because of your peanuts. I didn't have supper last night, Gene. I had peanuts. I had peanuts, and then I went to sleep. Just want to let you know what you're doing to my health here, or what you did to my health. It was not good. George is getting off on the way I talk. I'm really glad, George, I'm rocking your boat here this morning with my speech. You like when I talk about things, George? Well, today is about what I'm going to do today, and I'm hoping to get a whole bunch of stuff done. That's the plan. Yes, you were trying to hurt me, Gene. You were giving me the love hurt. I know how you work, you women. It's like, oh, I love you. Here, hurt yourself. 104 degrees Celsius. George, I don't think it's 104 degrees Celsius in Australia. Like, water boils at 100. So you're saying that right now everything's boiling in Australia. Fahrenheit. What are you doing in Fahrenheit in Australia, George? You're the wrong comment. Wrong comment, man. Okay, weather. That's what I wanted to check the weather here because I forgive Jean for hurting me immensely because of the artwork. Well, I'll sort of forgive her. I'm hurting. You know what's really safe? It says right now current conditions are -9. It's like a +1 outside, folks, and it says -6 in Petawawa. It's like +1 right now outside. Yeah, I gotta do this today. I have to. It's going to 3 degrees today. So I've got to do these outdoor jobs. Because one wire just bends so much nicer when it's warm out. Like, so much nicer. -6 tonight, and then tomorrow the cold returns. Okay. Alright. Oh, and then it's -11, -18, yeah. So I'm gonna do a bunch of outdoor stuff. Oh. Gotta get the electrical happening here. The light, the plugs on the outside of the barn. Plugs on the outside of the barn, so that when the encoder shows up, I'm not screwing with that. Then I'm just screwing with the bracket to mount the garbage can on the outside of the barn, which I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. I think it's gonna be a bungee cord situation. I don't know. I'll come up with something. Maybe anchor a bungee cord to the barn wall, put shelves. I'll figure something out. For a camera outside. I gotta have it so that I can take it in and out easily. That's what I gotta do. Because just in case we get that really, really nasty weather where, blowing snow and that, and the camera, they don't like that stuff. No. Tina, the chocolate. Yes, all the chocolate is gone. Except for the macadamia nuts. I haven't done them yet. The little tiny bag of macadamia nuts are the last thing that's going to kill me. But last night I ate all the praline peanuts. They were really tasty. Ho ho ho! Man, that bag was far too small. Um, and I finished off the milk nut covered guys. I actually finished those off before I went to the food bank. Um, I dropped off the food bank yesterday. I have the footage on my computer, but I don't want to edit today. I'm sorry. Um, but it is on the computer. I've got the footage. It's 4 videos chopped up. I got to chop it together. And but I dropped off 500 or 675 eggs. Is what I dropped off yesterday to the food bank. But I'll do the video. I'll put the video up. So, well, Gene, I don't know. They're the people that they're. You could tell yesterday was a very stressful day. Like I, the volunteers at the food bank don't handle stress very well. They're just they're just people helping out, but they're not. They you could tell they're stressed. You could tell they're stressed. Getting ready because today and tomorrow are the big days, and their fridges were full. They've been stocking up on food, and um, they're getting ready for the onslaught of misfortunate people to show up to get 2 days worth of food, because that's all they give out is 2 days worth of food. So, and then they're not open again. Actually, they're not open again, folks. I can't believe that they go that long. Where's January? Okay, Tuesday. They're not open again till the 16th of January. Like, I don't understand their scheduling, why they're only open the last 3 Tuesdays of the month. I don't understand that. It's like, and you ask them, like, why are you only open the last 3 Tuesdays of the month? And they look at you like, I don't know, it's just the way it is. Who made this decision? Like, who made this decision that you're only open the last 3 Tuesdays of the month? Like, I don't understand it, but they can't answer me. I don't know who runs, like, who's really making the rules or whatever. I don't know. So, I don't know what the deal is. But if they have emergencies, like if somebody phones a food bank and leaves a message, they'll open and they'll open to help people out. So it's not like you're if you're really desperate and you make the phone call, they will meet you and fix you up with some food. The billionaire owners of the food bank? I don't think so. I don't know how stripped they're gonna get here, Susie. Yeah, it was packed yesterday. There was like the fridges. They couldn't even put the eggs in the fridges. They put the eggs all up front. They all the fridges were full. Everything was full, so they were loaded up for Christmas. So, you know, so they got 675 more eggs. You know, like, well, but they don't have to be open every day, Tina. It's like, why are they open like 4 Tuesdays of the month? Like just the last three. I don't know. And everybody that's volunteering there is retired. Like everybody, no, nobody there is working. They're all well. There's one guy's a school teacher, but that's it. Oh, what's the weather for Christmas? Winter. That's what we're having here at Leicester. Winter for Christmas. So you're gonna see me in the barn doing. You're gonna see me in the barn doing the what you call it, electrical today. That's what you're gonna see. Electrical, and then running. I'm gonna run the permanent line now. The permanent network cable over to the corner for the other camera. Instead of running, because right now I've got everything like the front stream of the barn is temporary right now. It's all temporary. So today I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be mounting things a little more permanent. So that's what's going to happen. And I got to plow my driveway. And I got to soak the little ducks in the hospital. They need a little soaking and cleaning up. So I'll do a stream there. You'll see the little duckies getting cleaned up. and soaking in the hospital. But my plan of working in the garage today ain't happening because I got to take advantage of this nice weather. Like I was out this morning, like I don't know if you saw me walking around, if everybody was on the streams, I was in the pan there, and it was like it was just gorgeous. Like garden hose out at 7:30 in the morning. That's very unusual. Like I was filling the tub up and water up, and ducks were all outside. No eggs in the snow this morning. Very strange. Very strange. No eggs in the snow this morning. No, don't understand that. I usually there's eggs in the snow when they're outside, but they were all outside this morning. Everybody except for some scobies, but they all ran back inside when I came out. No, Gene, not any wind at all. Absolutely, the still air as could be. Still, still. They love the bath. I got to get this camera running outside. Well, that's why I got to do what I got to do today, so that when the camera encoder shows up, I can start, setting something up for you folks outside. That's the plan. So that we can, so you can see what goes on outside during the day, because there's like it's pretty they don't move around a lot because of the snow. They're in one area, but they're there. They're playing. They're in the water. It's a good sign. It's good. You know, and it's only for like maybe some days as little as 4 hours, depending on what the weather's like. But I gotta get this stuff done today so I can figure out. I might have to make like a door or something for the that might be an answer. A Velcro door. You know. Good morning, Digger Pete. Vista. Um, I just had a brain fart. I was trying to figure out how I can have a door on the camera outside so I don't have to bring the camera in all the time. Yeah, we're supposed to have snow here. I gotta make something up for the garbage can. It's gonna be a MacGyver day on that one. But I gotta get this stuff outside done first. Because I gotta be able to cover the camera at night just in case we're blowing snow here. Because like the garbage can will fill with snow, and I will it will be what you call it. I will go out in the morning and the garbage can will just be full of snow, and the camera and nothing's gonna work. Will I film Egg Recon? Yeah, I will once I get my equipment working here. But right now we've got a defective equipment problem, Mr. Gardner. You've obviously missed a whole bunch of episodes. You should go back to my Tech Talk Coffee chat there a couple days ago. You'd get an update why there's no Egg Recon. The the Terra deck is on its way. I got notification yesterday that it's being shipped by FedEx. It might be here tomorrow. So it might be here tomorrow. I got notification yesterday, so and it is a refurb unit they send as a warranty replacement. So they don't know how the defective one got through their quality control on disconnecting on the Wi-Fi. So I'm waiting. I called them yesterday and talked to them about it and said, how could how could a unit get sent through that was cycling on the Wi-Fi? Oh, don't know. I was like, yeah, okay. Quality control sometimes, eh? Even if it's made in North America. Some young lad sitting there at his desk, he's just not taking his job serious. See, that's the difference. If it was made in China and it was a U.S. company in the States and they were doing this, they'd just be sending out new units. They wouldn't even be screwing around trying to refurb them. But the problem is they make them in the States, so they send them back to the factory, and then the factory does this refurb thing, and the refurb thing ain't cutting it because it doesn't pass quality control. Which I like to know, a lot of these refurbs, like, do they take it apart and replace parts? You know what I mean? Like, or do they just, test it on the bench? Yep, it works. Send this one back out again. It got sent back by the customer because it was finicky. No, it's working fine now. Send it back out. It's like, is that the situation? Like, or do they actually take it apart, find the part that's causing it to be finicky? Oh, we need to replace this chip. I don't know. Sometimes I think, when they say factory or refurb, it's like, they just play with it on the bench. Yeah, yeah, it's working fine. Send it back out. You know what I mean? Like, I think refurb is one of the biggest scams in the world. I think you're right, Gina. It's just a test, and then throw it back out. It's not a real world thing. Like, somebody on, the customer sends it back. After 5 hours, this thing just stops working right. So you think some guy sits on a bench and for 5 hours waiting for it not to work right? Like, do you think, what are you doing there? His supervisor walks up to the guy at the desk. What are you doing? I'm waiting here. The customer said this thing craps out of 5 hours. Well, maybe you could do something else. Nope, I gotta stay here. I'm working on this refurb. I don't believe this. They're paying somebody, like, to sit there and play with something. Like when they, you get something that says that craps out, oh, it works for half a day and then stops. No one's going to sit on a bench and work half a day on it. Like, they do a quick test, send it back out. I bought a router once, from Linksys, a refurb. Oh, that was a horror show, man. I got it here, and then I was on the tech support, and they only give you a 90-day warranty. Well, it only took me one day to find out the thing was a piece of garbage, and I was on tech support for 12 hours, off and on during the day. It was a brutal day, and the bottom at the end of the day, and over this 12-hour span of calling tech support, and I probably was on the phone tech support like a good 2 hours, 2.5 hours in this 12-hour period, and at the end of the very end of the day, it was, yeah, you gotta send it back. It's bad. It's a refurb. I thought it was supposed to be all checky. It's all good. Anyways. But they say with the DJI drones that the refurbs are the best because they actually get really field tested. You know, because I was told by the drone guys that if you can get a refurb, they're the best ones because they're actually tested for real in the field. They're made sure they work. So, but I guess that's the difference between electronics that sit on a desk and things that fly. Eh? Good morning, Ford. So that's what's going to happen here today. Change of plans. I was really hoping to work in the garage, but I'll do that tomorrow. Today is get things ready for the outdoor camera. So the the poor, our poor Australian viewers here, they always have a hard time at Christmas with the heat. You get solar panels, what, and do what with them? Just put them up outside? Like, when what would I do with them? Just set them up and plug them into the wall, backfeed into the system. They could go to the Antarctic and get me some penguins, is what they could do, Vista, those Aussies. They're like right there. It's no big deal for them to just jump over and get us some penguins. Don't come here in the winter, though, Georgie. Okay? It's not a good time to come here, unless you like skiing. I couldn't be off grid. Well, I could if I had a really big solar array. I'd have to have a big one day. I hate the electricity costs. The thing is that they don't pay us enough anymore for electricity like they used to with their crazy contracts, which now we're, as taxpayers, we're paying for. It's a bad deal. You think you love snow, Georgie? You think? Trust me, it wears off quick. By March, you're going, yeah, I've had enough of this. It was fun at the beginning, but we can let her go now. And because we get next to no summer here, you really never get sick of summer because summer's a very very short season, really short. Not like winter. Winters are very long season here. Like it's very long here. The winter, I'd have to say winter is twice as long as summer. You know, like summer is a joke up here actually. I'm not ready to be over winter yet, Gene. We just got started here. Technically, it's still fall. Technically, it's still fall. It's we still got 2 more days of nice weather, and then the winter really gets here. Oh, I don't have a least favorite season. I don't mind winter. Not bad. Today though, we got a break from winter. Like I said, it's going to +3 today, so I'm going to do a bunch of outdoor stuff to get ready for the outdoor cameras. If I do this now, I'll be like way ahead of the game. Well, I probably still will be ahead of the game, so I got to do some MacGyvering when the camera gets here, the encoder, to figure out how I'm going to have an outdoor camera in snowstorms. So, got a little figuring to do there, but I'll get it figured out. How are the hospital ducks, Miss Cock Girl? Well, I'm going to be doing a stream here later on this morning on the duck soak, and you can see the hospital ducks. So stay tuned. They're still alive. I have not killed them. We'll be in the hardware store, right, Lester? I should just say that. I should stop calling it the garage, and we're going to the hardware store. Cam inside a fridge for installation. What, you want to just look at the inside of a fridge? Like what? Just like the door or the back of the fridge you want to look at? Like, is that what you want? Like, just put a camera in a fridge. Do you think that'd be pretty boring? It'd be dark when you close. Well, we'd find out if the light stays on when you close the door. We'd find that out right off the bat. With a hole, maybe a hole. But do you realize how big the hole has to be? It has to be like a foot by a foot. So we're back to what we have right now with the garbage can. Like, because you need a foot by foot opening for the wide angle lens on the camera. And that's only when the camera's less than 6 inches away. You need that much. You need that size of hole. It's not the cold. It's the snow. The snow is the problem. because like rain is easy. Rain just gravity pulls it to the ground, and well, the odd time the wind blows it horizontally, but snow blows horizontally 55% of the time or more. It snow blows all the time. Not like rain. Rain basically, you know, goes down. Snow is always in some kind of angle. So I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. Can I use a GoPro? But the GoPro's on my head to do a recon. If I permanently mount the GoPro in a garbage can, which I don't know how that's any different than mounting my other camera in the garbage can. I don't know. So that's the plan. That's what's going to happen here. That's what I'm going to do. It's going to be good. I'll figure something out, folks. Don't worry. I can put it in a waterproof case. It is in a waterproof case. It's in the garbage can. My high-tech garbage cans with the lid and everything that I made. Do you guys not remember the high-tech garbage cans that lasted all year outside there during our, you know, we had almost hurricanes here, and the cameras never got wet. Those garbage cans are like high tech. A lot of R&D went into those. It's the blowing snow. I'll figure something out. Like I said, I'm thinking maybe I'll make some kind of maybe a Velcro or I'll come up with something to cover the hole at night, and then I can just go in the mornings, take the cover off of it. I'll figure something out. You know what I'm really wishing I had right now, which I'm kicking myself, is the piece of plastic that I cut out of the garbage can. Man, oh man, maybe I do still have that. Or did I throw it out? If I had the piece of plastic that I cut out of the hole, I could put that on a hinge. You know? But I'm 99% sure that chunk of plastic that I cut out of the side of the garbage can got thrown out. I'd bet money on it that it got thrown out. Oh, Lester, I don't know. It was a piece of plastic and since I made those garbage cans, I do not know where. I've not seen it since I made that garbage. Since I did that. Like now in this case, Gene, it was like you know, a chunk of plastic like that. It's like I just didn't. I'll look around in the garage, some in the back area, in the hardware store there in the back, but I don't think it's there. I honestly, I do not remember seeing it since I cut it out. Because I know one I cut out in two stages, because the first time I cut it out wasn't big enough. But the second one I cut out in one big piece. And that would work because it's pre-bent and everything. It would work as a perfect door. But if not, I'll figure something else out. I'll figure something out. I'll come up with something, folks. There might be a slight delay on getting the camera outside because I got to come up with a door. Because I got to have a door that I can easily close at night, where I can just walk up and swing the door shut in case of it blowing snow. Because I just don't want to walk out there and, you know, and have the encoder and the camera, because literally, if we get a good blowing snow, like, I'm not kidding you, people, you don't realize how bad snow is here. I could go out there and the garbage can could be full of snow, like full, packed with snow, if the snow is blowing the right way. Like literally, you could walk up to it and you would look at the garbage can or the opening, and it would just be full of snow. You'd be like, "Oh no, everything in there is frozen. No, not good." So I've got to make it so that I can close it. A magnet, yeah, that would work too. I have some magnets actually. Actually, Tina, I have some crazy magnets. I had some security keys from my old store, for, on clothing and that. They had the tags, and it was a magnet key that released them. And, I can't throw anything out. So before I threw it out, I took it apart, and I got these magnets out of them. And the magnets in it, I'm not kidding you, you need vice grips to take them apart. I've never had magnets this strong. They're like this big, and when they stick together, you gotta take pliers and pull them apart. They don't work well. I'd be far enough away from the encoder. It's just a latch to hold the latch shut, but I could use just a bungee cord too. Oh. Georgie's asking about snapping turtles. Georgie, it's frozen. Everything's got ice on it, Georgie. You're really clued out here this morning. No, Tina, these aren't fridge magnets. Put it this way: if these were on a fridge, you'd never get them off to put a piece of paper underneath them. These are permanent magnets. Like there's some kind of rare earth specialty magnet meant for these security tags to take off of clothing. Like I said, it's absolutely nuts. Like they're crazy how strong they are. Like if I stuck them on my fridge, and I decide the only way you can get them off if you slid them across the fridge, you'd rip the paint off. It would scrape the paint off as you were sliding it across your fridge. Oh, I love putting magnets in your computers. Vista, I do it all the time. Got a magnet right now sitting on my laptop. It helps performance, makes everything run better, faster. My screen just flashed because of the magnet. I really find it helps the hard drive, keeps it clean. You know. Well, if somebody reminds me when we're in the hardware store working, I'll show you these crazy magnets, and I'll show you how strong they are. I put them on my toolbox, and I don't know why I kept them up. I was like, I won't throw them up. Is it crazy strong? I'll use them for something, but I don't know what. Like I thought, oh, what you call it? If you drop something in something, you want to, put them down, to pick them. You couldn't even do that because these things are so strong. On the way down, anything metal it would stick to. Like it would be like this going down the hole. It was like they're very strong. I could find a big PVC tube, put the cam inside, close the top, stick the tube in the ground, and get a cam pole. Stick the tube in the ground. Find her. Everything's frozen here. I know things don't freeze this rock hard in Argentina, but right now you ain't digging holes here. Fridge magnets makes computers work better, Vista. Don't lie to people. You're trying to ruin the secret to making your computer run really fast. I use fridge magnets all the time. They work great. Vista's trying to ruin it here for everybody. Trust me, people. Magnets all over your computer. It's awesome. It works. Especially if you got an old computer that's all metal case, you just can cover the computer in magnets. Happy face magnets, everything. You'll be happy. So another thing that works really good is take your speakers apart and take the magnets off the back and then put them on your TV. Really makes some pretty colors on your TV. Really pretty colors. It's like a kaleidoscope on your TV. So if you like kaleidoscope TVs, take your speakers apart and put the magnets from the speakers by your as close as possible you can get to the TV. It's awesome. Works better with 4K TVs. 4K TVs really love it. Well, Gene, if anybody does this and we lose them as viewers, they're not really smart enough to be viewers. uh, the ducks are smarter on the short bus. Oh, I'm just starting to feel normal. Man, I'm telling you, these food hangovers, it's bad in the morning. I'm not kidding you, it's so bad. Feels like I was like drinking, and I wasn't. The blinker fluid in your head, I prefer headlight fluid. The headlight fluid works the best. I gotta refill my headlights too, they're low. I noticed the other day, I was like, oh, I'm getting low on light on headlight fluid. There's a video on YouTube, of a guy with a headlight fluid. He did a whole video on it. It's very serious, and it's a big automotive channel, a big repair automotive channel. He did this. It's a good parody. It's really funny to watch. So it's like I'm just shaking my head, and he's got different. He's got summer headlight fluid and winter headlight fluid uh, that you put in your headlights. It's, and there are people that believe this. The human race is quite scary. It really is. You can't just use regular water in your computer, Ozzy. It's got to be distilled water. Regular water will screw your computer up. Distilled water works perfect. Or reverse osmosis water is even better. That's even better for your computer. Oh, my nose. Sue's having a typing problem. She's probably got coffee on her keyboard. Now that's bad. No, you don't want any minerals in the water. They'll short the computer out. Minerals is what causes the electricity to arc across and short out. That's why you want the reverse osmosis water. It's got no minerals in it, and nothing can short out. Your computer's totally safe. It'll run better with magnets also submerged in the water. No, trust me, folks. I know. I'm a professional. Sue. You were quickly trying to uh, um, mop it up, hitting any keys. Vista, you're ruining all the fun this morning, bumming everybody out, telling that it's all lies. Patty, don't listen to her. Go onto YouTube and search headlight fluid. You'll see there's videos all about it. Vista's far too serious. She must be at work. She can't get in on it here this morning. She's in work mode. Oh, you're not at work? Are you off work right now? Oh, you're on vacay. Oh, really? How long is your vacay for? Like all of Christmas? So like you're not going back to the new year? Or just the week before Christmas and then you work during Christmas? What is it? Oh, you're off till Thursday and then you work from home till January the 2nd. So when you're working from home, you're really not going to be working, eh? You're going to be here on the stream with us? Or are they got a keystroke log on your computer so they can see you actually working? Oh, my nose is so itchy. I gotta get more coffee, folks. Oh, nose. That's the old sound of the oven getting turned on. It's already +3 out, folks. +3. It's the straw. I complained to Robert yesterday. I phoned him and told him that he got a supplier performance deficiency strike against him. He laughed. He thought it was funny. I'm the only person that complains about the straw. But I'm also the only person that likes the dirty straw, the one with all the weeds in it. And but it turns out I was right, but I was wrong. It isn't barley straw that we got screwed there. Like that, those 4 bales that I've gotten into that were not barley straw. They were wheat straw, not oat straw, because he didn't bale his oat straw. Well, he did. He baled it into big round bales, but all the little bales, it's wheat straw. So he says, if you get something that looks like oat, it's wheat. And I said, okay. Well, I didn't know the difference. I'm not a farmer, so but I just know that it ain't barley straw because I've only hit. Well, I've hit 4 so far. That's wheat. Now that I know what it is. So, anyways, he promised he wouldn't do that to us anymore. But I gotta go get more straw. I'm thinking, well, I might be able to get it between Christmas and New Year's. We'll see. Back of the truck. I don't know how many more bales are in the back of the truck. It's just that when it's cold on lockdown like that, we burn through every day, every single day, 3 bales. No, I'm still drinking my. Well, it is technically the same brand as what Jean sent me because she sent me my exact brand because she's in Ontario also, and she went to the store, the same type of store that I go to get that brand. So technically, I guess you could say it's very similar, or it is hers. Just I haven't opened her can yet. Haven't tried the little sample ones yet. Haven't done that. The sample ones. We haven't had a coffee sale here in a long time, Gene. Because when we have a coffee sale, when they have a sale on, the last time they had a sale here in town on the coffee, I bought 24 cans because it was $4 off, and I said, "Oh, I'm going to buy a ton," and I did. So, oat and straw. What's oat and straw, Ozzy? Is that a special kind of straw? Why don't I use hay on top of the straw? Well, one Susan, the hay is like $7 to $8 for alfalfa hay per bale. It's really heavy when it gets wet. Really, really heavy. It's heavy actually. It starts off heavy because it's food, not straw. And the ducks don't eat enough of it to justify. They pound her into the ground pretty quick walking on it. So it's it's just, plus it's just like it's crazy expensive, like $7 for a bale. And if you threw it all down, they honestly what they like the best is dirty barley straw. That's what they really like. So no, I didn't go to Walmart yesterday. I went to the food bank, returned my socks, my other socks, which I got. That was a horror show, and then came home and did some work, and then crashed. So it's not a good idea to use hay as bedding, unless you're like my buddy who grows so much hay. That's what he uses it for. He's just got so much of it, and it doesn't matter to him. He uses it for bedding, feed, everything. But that's just because he has hay coming to the yin yang off his fields, and he doesn't sell it. So he just uses it for everything. Oat straw sucks, Low Crane 9, and it's not soft. It's very prickly. Barley straw is the best straw. It's the soft straw. Barley straw is the what you want. So, and the ducks love it because of all the seeds in it. They love, and it soaks up water really, really good because of all the fine fibers in it. It's good stuff. No. Wheat straw and oat straw doesn't soak up water like barley straw does. No, straw can't cause bumblefoot. Bumblefoot is from an injury that got infected. So, like a sharp rock outside, uh, just a rough surface, hard surface. Straw isn't hard enough to do that. They get a little bit of a nick in their foot, and then it gets an infection, and then the bumblefoot, and that's how it happens. So, like walking on rocks, sharp rocks, ice, sharp ice. Um, you know, they break the skin, and they get an infection, and then the bumblefoot. And that's why it's so easy to fix with Epsom salts, because the Epsom salt kills the infection, bacteria, draws it out, then the heel. But you got to keep cleaning their bedding every single day. You got to keep them clean. So we're gonna do a stream this morning. When I'll probably what I'll do is, well, I got to move things around the garage, get the tractor out on the back of the garage. So I'll probably do a duck soak, and then I'll go and do a quick partial plow of the yard, and then you guys can watch the little duckies play in their little Epsom salt soak spa set up. So, and then I'm going to do the network cables, rewire the cameras, and do the plugs outside to get ready for the outdoor camera. No, 3 ducks in a kiddie pool, Vista. I gotta have breakfast first. I gotta get some real food into me, because last night I had praline peanuts for supper because somebody sent me peanuts, and I can't say no. I'm not kidding. I got back from from the place, the food bank. Got back from the food bank, got here, did some things outside, checked on the ducks, and all I could think about was peanuts. That's all I could think of. I knew they were in the cupboard, and it's like I'm not kidding. I got 3 leftover meals of unbelievably tasty goose. Big giant goose breast, big giant goose legs, all separated in containers in the fridge, waiting for me. All I gotta do is reheat. 17 minutes, reheat it. I'm eating. Nope. What do? I go right for the peanuts. Like, it's just, I have no willpower. I have an eating disorder. So, like, show us the leftovers. No, they're there. Trust me, Dilly. I cooked a 9-pound goose. I can't eat a 9-pound goose in one sitting. No. Oh, Inga, it was bad. Like, I'm not kidding you. I got back, and after I did all the stuff outside, got everything round up for the night, and got the water out and for the ducks, and opened the doors and everything, and everybody was outside. They weren't outside, turned the lights on, and then they started. The geese stayed out quick, but the ducks, they were too quick on it. But I came in the house, and I was like, all I could think about was, I got peanuts in the house, praline peanuts, and they looked pretty good through that bag. And then I said, well, I could open a beer and I could have peanuts for supper. Beer and a peanuts. Oh, that sounds like just the supper of champions. So I did that. You know, I was like, oh, I could lay down and have a nap. And then I laid down on the couch and had a nap. And then I woke up and said, oh, I could go to bed. And that's what I did. So I slept like probably 12 hours. I was so tired. The problem is I wouldn't shock myself. You could put the collar. I'm not gonna hit the button. I'm just gonna eat the peanuts. Oh, the goose was awesome, and it's gonna be awesome. I got 3 leftovers. The breasts are huge on it. Huge breasts. Oh, the sleep was good, but not long enough. I woke up. Well, I woke up because because of the peanut supper, specifically the praline peanut supper I had. I woke up feeling not good, which I should have felt good after that much sleep, but I woke up feeling rough. I gotta stop. Well, pretty soon I'll stop because there's gonna be nothing left in the house, and then I can just get back to normal food again. Well, because normal food I'll wake up without. Well, technically it's a food hangover, is what it is. I suffer from food hangover, is what I suffer from. So I'm gonna burst my liver with peanuts. How do you do that, Susie? What? So I eat peanuts, I'm gonna burst my liver. I don't think peanuts and liver nothing to do there. Who's John Doe? Joan Doe, not John. Joan. Is Joan here? I'm scrolling up to see. I'm scrolling up here. Why is my scroll not working? Why is this scroll not working? Where are you? No, it's John Doe. No, it's Joan. It's Joan Doe is who we want. Actually, Sarah, I was at the post office yesterday and I was worried because there was a bunch of packages there, but it was all stuff that I had ordered. Hello, Digger again. Did you leave and come back again? I gotta send back everything I ordered. I ordered some new work pants. Just they gotta go back. 'Cause I can't buy pants locally anymore. The store doesn't. They're only carrying their own brand now. They don't carry the Carhartt brand. So they're phasing out. So they don't have the selection anymore. There's a specific pant that I wear for working around here. So I ordered online, and they're different. It's like, oh man, why can't anything stay the same? Fundraiser nuts. They're the worst, Susan. I sent Colin an email. I never heard back from him. I don't know what he's up to. Okay, peanuts aren't nuts. They're beans with very high oil content that can cause an intolerance. It's like I could become a soy boy from eating peanuts. No way, Susie. So I could lose like all my manly charm by eating beer and peanuts for supper. I could become a soy boy. Well, you just said like soy, so I don't think peanuts are gonna turn me into a soy boy. Not much chance of that. That's, oh, my nose. Holy mackerel. Just going into the barn this morning, I'm going to have a brutal winter. I just know it. Why this year am I having this problem? Oh, man. Itchy nose from the barn. A nut allergy. But peanuts aren't really nuts, according to Susie. They're like soy. No. So I got nothing to worry about that. A nut allergy. I'm having some kind of straw reaction this year. Something is in the straw this year that is just driving my nose nuts. Uh, like it's unbelievably itchy, and it's the straw. I need to find a mask. Well, I was thinking of getting a Tyvek suit with a respirator, maybe getting some external tanks to do the barn cleaning. Because I've had that suggested to me that I should do this. Mouse droppings. I'm putting mouse droppings up my nose. I don't think they'll land. See? This is why I need the Tyvek suit with the respirator with the external tanks. Is because of the mouse droppings. I remember the years people commenting in the comments of my videos when I'm doing the cleaning videos. People were telling me, "Oh, you should do this. You should cover yourself up and do that." And I was like, and you could tell, that there's city people living in their little bubble, and then when you go to the country, you need to wear a Tyvek suit, complete respirator, external tanks, because everything you do outside could kill you. Like, well, Susie, if people would stop sending me peanuts, my liver wouldn't be in danger. You know. And if I just stayed away from the grocery store, because I do buy peanuts on my own. Well, beans, as you call them, because they're not really nuts, they're beans. Those disposable paper masks don't work. You need a full respirator with the tanks. Full face shield that works. And you need the Tyvek suit, just for effect. But peanuts can be good for you when you're hungry and you need a quick boost to energy. I think it would be funny, Gene, if I dressed all up in a Tyvek suit with a full respirator and tanks on. If I could find one, and just do a live stream so everybody. I'm protecting myself now, folks. Well, there's definitely something digger in the straw. There's something because I didn't have this problem until I got the new straw. The new straw definitely has something in it, and it's totally possible to be just full of pollen. Totally possible because it was all baled basically August, end of August and September. So mold, that's what it is. It's mold. My lungs are full of mold, straw mold now, and I'm done. I probably won't make it till Christmas. Or most droppings. Most droppings are mold. Either or, I'm doomed. I can't win. But I do love how the comment section is always the worst case scenario. Cancer causing mold, mouse droppings with Lyme disease. Because that's the only, if you're going to do it up, do it right. Because, cancer causing mold or Lyme disease mouse droppings. So if I'm sick the first week of January laying in bed, you can say, I told you it was that straw. Oh. But I'm going to go and have breakfast. Because this was supposed to be a quick coffee and I got carried away here this morning. Um, and I'm going to, no, I need to blow my nose, Susie. If I blow it, it goes away. As soon as I blow my nose, I've just been sitting here suffering with you. Uh, just because if I walked away right now and blew my nose, it would stop. Because I have nose hairs that it traps all this stuff. I ever told you about the comments people told me that I should use one of those nose hair reamer outer things and get rid of all my nose hairs, and because they couldn't believe the amount of nose hairs I had, and I was like, the nose hairs are there to protect you. And this person in the chat said, no, you should take and do the ream out there and clean all your nose hairs out. And I'm like, I need my nose hairs. Like, without nose hairs, everything goes down into your lungs. Oh, that'd be nice, hey? Instead of having the sneezes right now, no, they're not rude. They're ignorant, Vista. They don't know what the nose hairs are for. They're pretentious. They're like, oh my God, he's got nose hairs. Yes, they're filters. It's like, yeah, why don't you take the air filter out of your car? It'll run better. It'll last longer. Like, like air filters on cars kill the car. You know, that's what it's all about. Take your air filter out of your car. It'll run better, and it'll last 10 times longer. And make sure you drive lots of gravel roads, dusty gravel roads, because motors love that without an air filter. You stupid person. They're just dumb. They're just dumb people. And they vote and they breed. And we're doomed. So, I wish I had more nose hairs. I really do. Because then I wouldn't be suffering right now, because it would be all trapped on the outside of my nose. And I would just have a big clump of dust here, and then I would know, oh yeah, I gotta go blow my nose. But right now it's all hidden up in here, and it's driving me nuts, itchy. It's Ebola morning. That's what it is. It's either Lyme disease, duck-laden, or mouse-laden feces, or some kind of mold with Ebola laced through it, cancer-causing agents. No, I gotta go blow my nose. So I'm gonna end this, and it's botulism, Lester. Oh, I knew it. My head's starting to go a little bit droopy. So, yeah, that's the botulism, man. When you can't hold your head up, All right, folks. I'm going to go because I got to go deal with my rubberneck botulism disease, and potentially I've got some kind of mold growing in my nose that probably is some kind of Lyme disease. So I got to go deal with this, and I'm going to take a propane torch and burn all my nose hairs out so I can just make sure it all gets inside of me next time. So I'll see you later in the hardware store, giving the ducks their morning soak. And then you're going to see me walking around, in between streams today, doing outside stuff, enjoying this +3 weather, doing jobs that really should be done when it's +3 and not -13. Because bending wire sucks at -13. So I'll see you later.